Hi, everyone, and thanks for joining us today. Our webinar will begin in just a moment, but we wanted to share this video of Suzette from Jamaica sharing her cultural exchange experiences. So here is her story.
When you go to Jamaica, you will hear us greeting each other. Wagwan! What's going on? I am Suzette. I am from Montego Bay, Jamaica, and I teach third grade in North Carolina. As a teacher, I think we should prepare kids for the global world, 21st century. So what better way to do it than to experience it myself? Teaching here has exposed me to a plethora of knowledge and skills that I did not have before, even though I was teaching for such a long time. For example, the way we teach math here is that we are introducing many different strategies, and then the kids would choose what they would like to use. Back home, it's not as wide when you think about strategies and skills, so I have strategies to teach that I am eager to share when I go back home. When you come to Jamaica, my culture is alive in my classroom every day through visual aids that I have brought with me from Jamaica. I teach them a bit about our native tongue, which is the patois. They enjoy that. They enjoy learning those words. They enjoy listening to me. Tomorrow, well, we are hoping to immerse our audience into our Jamaican culture. So we will have jerk chicken, curry chicken, pudding. We'll be dancing, showing them some of our reggae moves. I hope you'll dance with us tomorrow. I must thank EPI. I know that I can send an email and I will get an answer in no time. So that is like a comfort for me to know that they are at our fingertips, so to speak. And of course, I have recommended people to EPI and I will continue to do so. Any teacher who wishes to come here, it's very important that they come with an open mind. Ask questions, ask for help, and build your community. I think that's very important.
Hi, everyone, and welcome to our informational webinar Teaching in the USA with Educational Partners International. We are Educational Partners International, but we often call ourselves EPI for short, so I will be calling us that throughout this presentation. My name is Jessica, and I am the Content Coordinator for Educational Partners International. I am from the mountains of North Carolina, and before working with EPI, I taught English, and I'm really excited to be working for a company that combines my passion for education with my passion for cultural exchange. Today, I will be talking about what we do and how you can apply. We also want you to take this opportunity to ask any questions that you have about our program. You can ask them in the comment box and we will answer them throughout the presentation. Keep in mind that we won't be able to answer questions about your specific application for privacy reasons. All of those should be emailed to team@teachwithepi.com. Today's webinar is a general introduction to EPI. By the end of this presentation, we hope you will understand our mission and know the benefits both in program and after you leave the United States. The first question that most people have is, what is EPI? And you can answer this question in a lot of ways, but first and foremost, we are a cultural exchange program that brings international teachers into the U.S. to teach. Officially, EPI is designated as a sponsor for an exchange visitor program. We have become a world leader in cultural exchange, helping hundreds of teachers from around the world to come to the United States to teach. Teachers in our program are currently in North Carolina, South Carolina, Virginia, and Florida. We place teachers in all subjects taught in K 12 schools, so that means not only foreign languages and English as a second language, but also math, science, art, special education, elementary education, and many more subjects. While we work with schools across the southern United States, our home office is in the mountains of North Carolina, which you can see in the photo on your screen. We would love to know where you are from too, so please take the time to tell us in the comments. And wherever you're joining us from, thank you so much for watching. In order to understand the importance of U.S. cultural exchange, you may want to know more about its history. Much of the cultural exchange movement in the United States was started by Senator J. William Fulbright. He was passionate about strengthening U.S. international relations and saw cultural exchange as a good way to accomplish this. You are probably familiar with his name because he created the Fulbright Program, which is a famous international education scholarship. After creating the Fulbright Program, he developed and passed the Fulbright-Hays Act. The purpose of this act was to increase mutual understanding between the people of the United States and the people of other countries. The Fulbright-Hays Act was signed by President John F. Kennedy in 1961 and led to the creation of cultural exchange programs like EPI across the USA. EPI offers cultural exchange opportunities specifically for teachers from other countries to come to the United States. Cultural exchange means that our teachers come to the U.S. to share their culture, then return to their home country so that they can share what they have learned about the United States. You will be able to do that through 2 cultural exchange projects that you will complete every year that you are an EPI teacher. Our program lasts for 3 years. After you have finished the program, you will return to your home country for 2 years. And those 2 years where you go back home are important because that is when you are going to complete our cultural exchange mission. Of course, we want to help you come to the US to share your culture, but we are also interested in you returning home and sharing your experience in the United States with other people in your home country. That is because EPI believes sharing knowledge across cultures and venues improves understanding among teachers, students, administrators, and members of the communities in which we live. This is the whole reason why we do this program. Your ability to bring your culture to the United States and take U.S. culture back home with you is what true cultural exchange is about. Exchanging knowledge and information between cultures so that we can understand each other better as a global community. So, what does this kind of cultural exchange look like? Being an EPI teacher means that you will live and teach in the United States, fully immersed in U.S. culture while sharing your culture with your students here. Today, we have a couple of examples of the projects our teachers have created to share their culture with their U.S. communities. Edward from Taiwan had his students in America write to pen pals in China. He called it the International Academic Friendship Program, and here you can see one of the letters that they wrote to each other. Spanish immersion teachers from Honduras and Venezuela organized a family Zumba night for members of their school community to join and have a fun night of dancing. As you can see, we provide many opportunities for you to share your culture with your school here in the United States, and there are many different ways that you can do this. You will have the ability to find what you are truly passionate about and share that with your students. Now that you have more of a background on who we are and what we do, it's time to talk about what benefits you get from participating in our program. The most obvious benefit is that you will get to encounter new cultural experiences. experience life in the United States, and share your culture with people who would not normally experience it. Your students here may not know very much at all about life in your home country, and you will get to share things with them they would have never known otherwise. By doing this, you have an opportunity to make a positive impact for students all over the world. Also, one of the most important things that we offer you is personal and professional support during your time here in the United States. We think teacher support is a major part of the whole process and one of the most important things that we do. We are invested in your success, so we are available as a resource for you even after you arrive in the USA. Let's talk more in depth about the type of support that we offer our teachers. As soon as you are placed in a school, one of our dedicated and trained support team members will contact you to help guide you in the process of moving to the United States. The relationship between you and the support team is an important one and will continue throughout your time as an EPI teacher. They will be able to assist you with any challenge from culture shock to meeting the needs of struggling learners. Another key resource our support team will provide you is Launch Your Classroom. Launch Your Classroom is an EPI created professional development program for teachers that includes videos, books, a website, and one on one coaching with an instructional specialist. We cover everything from classroom management and student engagement to lesson planning and classroom activities. As EPI teachers, you will have free access to all of our professional development resources. At EPI, we understand that American students need the international perspective that teachers like you bring, and we are dedicated in doing all we can to help you deliver it. EPI is a program that not only provides benefits while you are here, but also when you return to your home country. The experiences and professional development that you will have while in the United States is something that you will carry with you your whole life. Once you are done with our program, you will be able to go home with a new perspective that will enrich your personal and professional life. Also, participating in this program means that you are now a world educator. You are a teacher who has taught students from multiple countries all over the world. Experiences like these are truly life changing, and you will not be the same kind of teacher that you were before you came here, which we consider to be one of the major benefits of participating in our program. Before we finish talking about the benefits that EPI has to offer, here is what some of our teachers have to say about their time in the United States. Lynn from Australia says, being in the EPI program has given me the opportunity to meet people from all over the world and to learn about their culture and language. It has been challenging at times, but it has allowed me to grow as a person and to step out of my comfort zone. Morris from Uganda says, I find EPI the ideal program for any teacher out there interested in professional growth and positively impacting the lives of students. To hear more from our teachers, visit our Facebook page. We have posted several videos of our teachers talking about their cultural exchange experiences. We also post teacher stories on our website, teachwithepi.com. Okay, now we will be taking the time to address questions. If you've not submitted yours yet, please ask them now. We will be answering all of your questions in the comments section today. So here are some of the most common questions that we get at EPI. Lots of applicants want to know how long the EPI program is, and we are a 3-year program. People also ask, is there an application fee? The answer is no, there is no application or placement fee. There are other costs associated with your application, such as obtaining your diploma or transcripts, but EPI will never charge you an application or a placement fee. Another question we often get is there an age limit? So no, there is no age limit. As long as you meet our basic requirements, you can join the EPI program regardless of your age. Some of those requirements are that you are currently teaching with at least 2 years of full time teaching experience, you have the equivalent of a U.S. bachelor's degree, and you have advanced English skills. We also have some other questions that have been on our applicants' minds more recently. Most people want to know, is EPI still accepting applications? And yes, EPI is continuing to accept and process applications. You can apply by visiting our website teachwithepi.com. For more information about what our application process looks like at this time, please email our admissions team at team@teachwithepi.com. Another question that applicants have is, can I put my application on hold? And yes, you are able to start your application and later put it on hold if you need to. There is no obligation to continue once you have started. You can then choose to resume your application at a time that is better for you and your personal situation. Finally, our applicants have been wondering, how does EPI support teachers during times of uncertainty or emergencies? We always prioritize the safety of our program members and provide support for any situations that may arise while they're in the United States. For example, since the outbreak of COVID-19, we have been monitoring the situation, providing detailed guidance for our teachers, and operating at a normal capacity so that we could be available for all of our program members. Now that you know more about us, the question is EPI right for you? Here we have listed some of the basic requirements for our program. EPI teachers must have a bachelor's degree, have at least 2 years of full-time teaching experience, must be currently teaching, and have advanced English skills. If that sounds like it applies to you, go to teachwithepi.com and start your application. The first step is to go to our website, teachwithepi.com, and select the Apply button. After you answer the eligibility question and click Submit, you will be able to make an account with your email address and start your application. If you have already started the application process, be sure that you are checking your email regularly for updates on your status. In closing, I would like to share this quote from President John F. Kennedy that I feel illustrates the importance of cultural exchange education. If we believe in the ability of people to make an intelligent judgment, they can't do that without the best education, and they can't get the best education without the best teachers. Knowledge is international, peace is international, indivisible. Much like Kennedy talks about here, at EPI we hope to build a foundation of peace and understanding through global education. That's all for today, everybody. If you are interested in viewing our previous videos or signing up for our upcoming webinars, go to teachwithepi.com/webinars and sign up for our mailing list. Also, be sure to follow us on Facebook to learn about our upcoming events, as well as to hear more from our current teachers. If you have any more questions, be sure to email us at team@teachwithepi.com. On behalf of everyone at EPI, thanks for joining us and have a great day.